Okay, this has just gone way too far. Oh yes, we're back. Okay, this is just Itachi Chia because, well, for fucking. Okay, this has gone way too far. We're here to discuss the Pokemon anime and all its flaws again because, we have to. We just have to. Where do we begin with today's topic? Today we're talking about Ash's new rival from the Black and White series, Trip. Okay, I can handle his loss to Silent. Silent is a main character of the new series. I could handle his loss to him. But after watching today's episode and then finishing it up on the internet, we are here. I can handle his loss to Silent, but when a rival of Ash Ketchum is losing to a minor character, we got some problems. Would Gary Oak ever lose to Misty? No! Would Paul ever lose to Dawn? No! It's that fucking simple. It's basic stuff. That's right, I just did that. Good for Itachi. But anyway, Trip lost to Bianca! Bianca! The one who drools over Zorua! And the one who drools over fighting-type Pokemon with huge muscles! Yeah, that one! Trip lost to Bianca! Are you fucking kidding me? I can't accept that. Trip is the rival of Ash Ketchum. Paul, remember the other minor character from the series of Diamond and Pearl? Barry? Paul kicked his ass in the finals. You remember that? Like Flamethrower, Skarmory, BAM! Hitmonlee versus Ursaring. Fighting types have advantages over dark types, and yet Paul still beat him. Then his Electivire came out and roasted his Empoleon with its... It makes me so pissed when Trip loses to Bianca. Now, I know she had the starter, but Jesus, the fact that she's a minor character hurts her a lot. Trip is the rival of Ash. Bianca's not even a rival of anybody. Well, she actually is. She's my enemy now. It should not happen. The rival of Ash Ketchum should not lose twice to Ash's friends. It should not happen. What happened to the good old days with Gary and Drew and Paul? What happened? Now we're at Trip. Is Trip a good rival of Ash? Yes, he is. But the writing staff is killing him. It's not the Pokemon. Emboar had no chance of beating that third evolution. I wasn't really paying attention because I was so fucking pissed, ripping the hair out of my head because he lost. Now, oh my god, I can't even think straight. It's not fair. It's bad writing of a character. Obviously, we know there's a new writing staff than there was for the Sinnoh region. The Sinnoh region was actually dramatic. They had problems. Chimchar couldn't keep control of himself. Paul was being a dick. And now we got Trip taking pictures on his journey. Yeah. Not to mention, they went from the almighty Brock, the whiz of Pokemon food. He was a Pokemon breeder, and he actually had funny moments. To Silent, who goes, "It's evaluating time!" And whenever he says that, I just want to puke. Do you want to puke too? I'm sure you do. When he says, "It's evaluating time!" Damn it! Oh my god! How the mighty have fallen, that's all I've got to say. How the mighty have fallen. Gary Oak would never lose to Misty or Brock, ever! Ever! But Trip is losing to Bianca, a minor character, who could have been well off if the series wasn't there. And now, here's what we all know what's gonna happen. Irish Ash or Silent is gonna win the whole thing. Or that Stefan guy, he might win. Yeah, Stefan, I pronounced your name right, up yours. But the one who's gonna come in second is that badass dude with the red fighting type. But, no. Not Trip. Why would the rival of Ash Ketchum ever have to face Ash in a real tournament? Why? Yeah, just why? Now let's talk about that Pokemon Trip used. It had that big bowler thing that he can lift up and swing at people. But, okay, so here we go. Let's talk about it. Anybody notice that every time it gets sent out, it loses? It lost to Ash's Oshawott. It lost to Silent's thing that evolves into Crystal. And now it lost to Ember. Every time it loses. But it's not the Pokemon. The Pokemon he's using is really good. It's bad writing. It's just horrible, horrible writing. Trip should never, ever lose to anybody besides Ash Ketchum. It makes me sick. He's gonna... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't even think straight. This is just making me so mad. You know what? I got it. I figured it out. I know the reason Trip's losing. The obvious reason why Trip's losing is, well, let's see, he's evolving his Pokemon, so that means it's evolving up and he's losing. He's thinking by the game logic. Yeah, that's it. He's thinking by what most players think in the video games. That's why he's losing. Yeah, why would a third evolution... Why? No, check it out. My Jigglypuff's gonna kick your third evolution fighting type's ass. Yeah, I did it. And this grass flying type's gonna totally kick your Articuno's ass. Yeah, what are you thinking? Yeah, you got no shot in hell. Check it out, Ash. Your Pikachu just destroyed my Dugtrio with Thunderbolt! Obviously, Trip is the only one who's thinking by the game logic, and that's why he's losing battles. He's thinking by the game, which is why he's losing. Trip, you're a good rival of Ash, but for God's sakes, you can't evolve your Pokemon. I know it's basic stuff in the games, but in the anime, you can't do it or you'll lose battles. I'm amazed that Gary didn't keep his Squirtle. I'm sure Squirtle would have kicked Ash Charizard's buttocks. That's how the anime works. And Trip, you need to get your ass out of there. You're too good to lose to Bianca. You know it. I know it. The fans know it. And it makes me sick. Go back to the Sinnoh region with Ash. You actually had a good rival there. It's awful. What they do with writing a character sucks. I know some pretty bad characters from my day. You want to know a bad character? I'll show you one. I'll show you a bad character right now. Hold on, it's loading. It's loading still, hold on. You are a cocksucker. Shut up, Kasama. So, now I'm gonna go. So, you write the character bad. You can't expect fans to like a character if they're written so poorly. Trip is written like fucking... How do you describe the way Trip's written? Macaroni and bacon. Shut up, Kasame. So now we're going to other aspects of Trip's character. He got Snivy. Now he evolves into Servine, but it can block status moves, so that's good. He actually can beat Ash with Snivy. That's one logic of the game that hasn't been actually incorporated. So, and oh yeah, Pikachu and Raichu. Yeah, that's funny shit. If you want to know why I hate Pokemon beating their evolutions like Snivy did to Servine and Pikachu does to Raichu every time, check out my Why Pikachu Should Evolve video. Yeah, because I ain't explaining that one over again. The Pokemon anime makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach how bad they can write characters. And you know what? Everyone, I'm going to prove to you that the writing is bad. Not only am I going to show you AMVs of Trip losing, I'm going to watch with you guys Zoroark, the Masters of Illusion. That movie was not good. And I'm going to explain every detail of why it wasn't good. First of all, I'm going to flat out say, I'm going to say it right now, Zoroark was not badass in that movie. He sucked. Again, it was bad writing that caused him to pwn Entei, Raikou, and Suicune all at once. Bad writing. Bad writing. That's why they're screwing Trip. That's why they screwed the 3 legendary beasts in their shiny forms. And that's why that movie sucked. Which is why I'm going to watch it with you and explain to you every flaw that pathetic shit heap movie has. So while I get the Trip AMVs pull up, I'm gonna let you think about that, okay? Think about what I've said to you, and think about the reasons Trip is a bad, poorly written character, okay? You do that.